Madea, I gotta go out of town. I was wondering if you can come by and just keep an eye on Tiffany.
No, son, no, I can't come over there. It's Halloween night. You know I like to go nowhere on Halloween.
I'll pay you.
I'm on my way. I'll be there now.
I've seen a lot of your Madea series, and the question is, what made you want to do a Halloween movie?
Chris Rock, man, he came up with this Madea Halloween Boo in his movie Top 5. And when
Okay.
Lionsgate saw it, they called me up like, Tyler, you gotta do that movie. And I'm not into the witches demon thing. I was like, nah, I'm not into that. I don't play around with that stuff. And then I came up with a concept that worked for me. And as you see, it
Oh my
works
gosh.
in the sense of it's not really going down that path, but it still works. They're still pretty scared.
These children today, you got to drop the hammer on them. A little love tap ain't never hurt nobody.
There it is, love tap.
I must say it was absolutely funny. I've seen a lot of your Madea series, and this one
Funny.
really had me rolling.
Yeah, it's the funniest one I've done.
So when it comes to with you directing and you're in all your characters, which one is the hardest for people to have a straight face when you're trying to tell?
Joe.
That's what
Joe, and he steals this movie, man. Joe,
Oh, he does, he
Joe
does.
came alive in this thing. That character for me is he's the one that causes me the most anxiety with the makeup, but he's the one that's the most fun.
Why is that? Because
It's
Madea
all
has a lot going.
It's all prosthetics. Madea has no prosthetics.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just digital touch-ups, but him, it's all prosthetics.
And I had to say, I don't want to give away anything in the
Yeah.
movie, but there's scenes for Madea when she goes in and out, which had everyone rolling in the theater.
Yeah.
What made you decide to go, we just want to just throw that in because that's like the running joke?
I do it on live on stage, and it works
Yes,
so well.
I've seen that.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna roll it right on into the film. Yeah.
Why your body moving like that? That's that hole. That's my bottom half. Every time I hear this music, it just want to drop.
Let's talk about Atlanta for a second. You
Yeah, so
played
let's
a
talk about
big,
Atlanta.
huge, major part. That's like me. It's really bigger than that. With the film industry here in Georgia, how do you feel about the future of film
I
in
got the
Atlanta?
very first tax credit. The very first one was House of Pain.
Okay.
The very first one given, and from that moment to this, I've been able to reinvest in to the tune of almost $200 million when the studio's done with Fort McPherson and the thousands of jobs that it's going to provide,
Yes.
and also elevating this whole area that was, when Fort McPherson closed, it left a lot of businesses and people around in that area without income coming into the neighborhood. So to be able to revitalize it and bring that back, and also be a steward over what is such an important sacred ground. It's pretty powerful, man. And only in Atlanta. When I moved here in '92, I knew this was the promised land for me, and here I am still.
You felt that early in
Absolutely.
'92?
Absolutely, because I'd come from New Orleans and in extreme poverty, and I got here and I saw black people doing well. I saw black doctors and lawyers and businessmen in suits, and I didn't see that in New Orleans. I saw people taking their families to the restaurants, and I didn't see, all that was foreign to me. So when I got here, I'm thinking, the heavens open.
Yes.
I'm home, yeah.
Man, what is it?
You see something scary?
It's white men.
You see white people.
What would you like to get out of your project from this movie that you hope people take away?
Well,
from it?
of course, there's some great lessons in it for kids as well.
Yes.
About,
Oh, yes.
Kids and parents. Be parents, be firm, stand up, and do what you're supposed to do. And also for kids to obey and have some. But also, I just want people to laugh, man. There's so much going on in this country.
That's true.
So many terrible things are happening right now around the world. Can we just take a breath and just laugh? Just leave it all behind and just laugh.
And everyone knows that since you're talking about parents
Yeah.
and, grandparents have a different way
Yeah.
of doing things and
Yeah.
everything's so politically correct.
Right.
So I'm going to keep it politically correct. But
Yeah.
some of the characters I did understand a lot growing up.
Whoop
That's
that
how-
ass.
Yes.
Whoop that ass.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you being a father yourself,
Yeah.
do you find yourself like when you get to that point going, do I want to go the typical route of let's talk and let's chat, or
Well, I've definitely, because Galila and I are both that. Let's talk, let's figure it out, let's use your words, explain to me what's going on. So it's great to have that side of it and be able to negotiate with him and get him to understand it the right way. But it's also to have that side that will go in there and get a belt and whoop that ass if you need to, So I walk a fine line, but thank God at 2 years old he hadn't needed any of that. He's a smart kid. He gets
well,
it.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. If not, you can just have a lot of the Madea films just on repeat.
Repeat. Torture. You're going to sit here and watch every one of them until you get it.
Now, would you find yourself, I just have to ask this real funny question. When your child gets a little bit older,
Yeah.
would you go into a Madea voice or anything like that? Just to kind of say what you want to say, but keep it light?
That's why I did Ninja Turtles and Star Trek and everything. I want him to see something else other than Madea. So maybe I'll let him see it when he's around 25 or 30 or something.
And what future do you have seeing here in Atlanta with the film industry? What are you looking to do next?
Well, the studio is it, man. This is going to be, again, thousands and thousands of jobs. I sound like Donald Trump. It's going to be huge. But no, thousands of jobs for people coming into it. And also, once these stages are set, you know, I was watching the news in LA, and the mayor was talking about declaring a state of emergency at one point because so much filming was leaving and coming here. And I think that all of that money, all those billions coming into the state is such a wonderful thing. It's such a great thing for jobs. It's such a great thing for people. And also, I'm training people who they're talking about diversity in Hollywood. And when I read this in Variety, I was shocked that 25% of all diversity is because of me. Shocking. Shocking.
But that's kudos to you too, though,
yes,
for
but,
changing it.
Yes, but I say that to say, when in this neighborhood over in Southwest Atlanta, bringing all these people in, bringing a lot of the neighborhood kids in to teach and train them how to work in this industry, it's going to be so exciting, man. I can't wait.
Well, it's nice talking with you. Look excited. I'm going to go see it again.
Thank you, please.
And I'm going to bring friends and family.
On opening weekend, yes.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Madea! I'm wrong with you. Oh, hell. Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jesus!